255,000 years, evolving faster than science. Evolutionary leap so far, 900,000 years. We almost did 1,000,000 years, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge. Whoa. What is going on, gaming nerds? Welcome back to Midnight Gaming with Mr. Nightmare. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. I'm having a pretty decent one. Glad you guys decided to come to the channel and hang out with me tonight. I appreciate it. It is midnight yet again. We are back on Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Now, I'm out and about in the wilderness, and I decided, you know what, we'd start the episode on a high note, because today we're going to do an evolution. Yes, and I'm going to talk about mutations, and I'm also going to talk about how much of a liar these markings, these question mark markings actually are in the game. They are an optical illusion. Don't let them fool you, ladies and gentlemen, because they seem closer than they actually really are. Now, I have been doing a ton of work off camera, like a massive amount of work. Remember that whole problem that we used to have of not having enough reinforcements compared to how many nodes we have? I fixed it, and I'm going to show you how I did that. On top of that, I figured out a little bit of a change of understanding that I had with mutations and how they actually work. So we're going to go over that as well. Now, when it comes down to these location discovery things, they are actually a lot farther than what they seem like. Like this one over here doesn't seem like it's very far, but it is. You travel forever to get to these, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how far you end up actually going. And I thought, we'll go ahead and do a couple of these, and then we'll go back to camp and we'll go ahead and do an evolution. I'm super excited about the evolution. However, like I said, there's some understanding about the evolution that I wasn't quite correct on, so we need to kind of cover that, and then we're going to go ahead and do an evolution. We've got, like, I think 4 of these discoveries discovered. Can I make that jump? I think I can. I think I can swing from this tree. Let's go ahead and, is there anything over here? I always use my hearing when it comes down to, like, finding animals. Okay, so like I said before, there's an understanding that I wasn't quite sure of. Well, I thought I was sure of, but I guess I wasn't sure of. But now I kind of understand the understanding when it comes down to the mutations and how they actually work. Now, as of right now, we've got about 4 mutations that are 6 that are up, 4 that are actually active. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to see if I can get over to this one. We're going to do that location discovery real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and head back to our camp, and we're going to go ahead and do an evolution, and I'm going to talk about that stuff real quick. This is going to take me probably a good half an hour at least to do on my own. I don't think you guys really want to be with me the whole time. I'm just kind of running around trying to figure out things to talk about, and yeah, we'll be right back. All right, I'm kind of over the whole traveling to look at these location discoveries things. We are so ridiculously far from home. It's ridiculously ridiculous, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've already been attacked by a tiger. We got our butts kicked, but I was able to get to this, which looked like it was a lot closer than it actually was. This area is Monkey's Butt yet again. The Two Rivers Junction. Now, I'm super close to the border of our lands right now. Like, literally, if I take a couple more steps, okay, tab, yep. If I take a couple more steps, we'll probably end up being outside of our territory. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get over this river, and I'm trying to go over those cliffs over there, and I'm going to take a left, and I'm going to go follow those cliffs all the way home. I'm just saying, the location discoveries, they change size. Like, the icon changes size, and when it does that, it makes you think that they're actually closer than they really are. I traveled like 15-20 minutes just trying to get to here, and I'm kind of over it, to be completely honest with you. So they're liars. Don't trust them. They're liars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, it's a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to head over here. If I run into any locations on the way back to our camp, I'll go ahead and show them to you. When we get back to your camp, when we get back to your camp, no, my camp, no, our camp, because we're in this mess together. When we get back there, we'll go ahead and do an evolution, and we'll talk about mutations. See you guys in a minute. You guys see that bird right there? Right on that limb right there? I didn't realize he's got a red tail. That is a conure, or not a conure, a Congo African gray. I didn't realize Merlin decided to come into the game with us. Yes, I know this is stupid, but I decided to do it anyway. Merlin's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Merlin is here. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. That trip sucked. It was like a 45 freaking minute trip. Oh, that really sucked. But we got a lot of discovery going. As you can see, there's dead bodies everywhere. Alright, I'm going to show you what I did. Now, first we need to sleep and all that other good stuff. We're pretty much going to end up, it's going to force us to move camps when we do an evolution jump. So we don't need to worry about anything that's here unless we want to come back and get it. So let's just go ahead and lay down and sleep for now. Now let me tell you about the misconceptions that I had. When it comes down to mutations, the misconception I had was a baby was born with a mutation. To get the mutation to open up so you could read what it is, you needed to have that, you needed to do a generation jump. Once you did that generation jump, so the baby became an adult, it opened it up and it gave you kind of an idea of what it is. And then to actually activate it, you needed to jump from an adult to an elder. That's not actually true. Basically, once you hit adulthood in the game, that is when it is technically activated. Now, here's the other misconception I had. To have it be locked in, to be able to keep it forever, my misconception was that you had to go from a adult ape to a elder ape, and that was it. It was locked in, but that's not actually true. To get your mutations locked in, you need... and by the way, if you guys didn't know, when you examine these bones, these dead bodies, you get a ton of neural energy. Okay, so to have your mutations locked in, you need to do an evolutionary jump. And I actually read that multiple times on the screen, but it never registered. It always registered to me as a generation jump. So I thought when we did generation jumps, we were locking in these mutations, but we didn't at all. The elders were dying with the mutations, and the mutations were disappearing. And that's basically, you know, what was going on. And because of my stupid, idiotic misconception, that was right. That was wrong. So the other thing is I thought that this thing was gone when you walk through the water and we were getting neural energy, but it's not gone. I don't know where that comes from, because any of my other playthroughs, I've tried it and it doesn't work. So I'm not sure what it comes from. I thought it was the dexterity mutation, but it's not. Because in my stupidity of thinking that generation jumps were what actually opened up, what locked in your mutations, we lost our most important one, which is dexterity. Okay, now we've got an extra node open, matured neuron, grasp control. Okay, so continuing on with the mutations, I'm trying to get this right so I don't kind of screw you guys up. Continuing on with this, what you have to do to lock them in is a baby is born, and this is what happens. You get like motoricity. To get it to open up and activate, you have to grow that baby into an adult. Simple, right? Okay, so if you do an evolutionary jump when your mutations are here in this stage as a baby, you lose them. When you do an evolutionary jump when they're in this stage, when you're an adult or an elder, you keep them. They stay unlocked. I do believe it also works with elder. We're going to find out, because one of these is an elder, or two of them are elders. So what we need to do is you need to kind of figure out, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to keep? So right now what we've got a communication one. Now Tuck and the members of lineage will have a higher tolerance to stress when facing an adversary. This is huge because this makes it so your dopamine level, I believe, does not go down as quickly. so you can stay in the fight longer. Wu and the members of the lineage will have the capacity to better metabolize nutrients. This is huge because it's going to happen to us all. We're going to be using it all of the time. As soon as we eat something, we're using this. Okay, so that's a big deal. Another one that's unlocked is senses. Members of the lineage will be able to remember the position of more than one item. This is also huge because when you're trying to memorize where things are, one item being memorized sucks because there's so many different things that you could look at and find it and go for on the way to getting to that item. On top of that, we got this one out here, which is the exact same thing. So with this one, we can memorize one thing. Having this mutation on, we can now memorize two things, I believe. With this one on, because it's a completely different node, we can memorize three things. You see what I'm saying? So this is huge. Being able to memorize three different things like this is going to be completely awesome. Now, the two that aren't active are in babies right now, and that is Yu has increased capacity to memorize olfactory information. Senses aren't as important to me as the other stuff around, because the other stuff is general stuff that we're going to be using all the time. And I don't use senses 24/7. And then this one I'm kind of iffy about because this is motoricity and this is increased intellectual capacity. I don't know exactly what this will do, but we're going to lose it when we do an evolutionary jump. Okay, so to basically put it in summary, what are we going to keep? We're going to end up keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, of these, and we're going to lose 2 because they're in babies. Okay, so I think what it comes down to is it makes it so it changes how you play the game. A lot of people are all about these mutations, and as soon as they get one, they'll do an evolutionary jump. And it's like, wow, you're going to lose all of your tools, you're going to lose all of your food, everything, and you're going to go to a completely different campsite. Now you can run back to your old campsite in your new evolution, but you're going to lose all of that just for one. The only one that I would do that for is dexterity. I'm kind of pissed at myself for me being an idiot and doing a bunch of generation jumps to get our and losing our dexterity. Now, as you can see, I've got a ton of nodes open, and all of these nodes are actually reinforced. Remember how we were having a problem of having too many nodes compared to not enough reinforcements? Well, we've got 6 reinforcements. We're just going to use 1, 2. Now we're actually, or 3. We're going to be ahead of how many nodes we have open. And what I did was if you look at the top of the screen, we're in year 76. I did like 4, maybe 3 or 4 generation jumps just to get enough reinforcements to be able to lock in all of the nodes that we have open. So I'm super excited about that. We are now ahead of the game when it comes down to having enough reinforcements open to be able to, open, say we have 6 reinforcements and we open up 6 nodes. Now we've reinforced them. We should immediately do a generation jump and have more babies so we can have another 6 reinforcements and always be ahead in our reinforcements. I think that would be super awesome. Now I could go through and just get 3 more nodes open, but I don't really see there any reason to do that because I've actually opened up a couple new ones. 1, chances of dropping an item following a dodge are minimized. That's huge. This tree right here is my favorite one because it does this. Reaction for escapes and counterattacks are faster. The margin of error increased during attacks because more time is allowed. This is all fighting right here. The preparation speed for a counter attack is increased. This is going to help us survive when we get attacked randomly. Clan members have the ability, this one's huge. Clan members have the ability to defend themselves during attack. So the clan members are no longer stupid enough just to sit there and get attacked. They can actually defend themselves. Now keep in mind, they aren't going to do it very often. I'm telling you right now, your chance is like 2% that they're actually going to defend themselves. I'm just letting you guys know right now. Then we've opened up the communication line, and I did this off screen. Clan members are able to automatically mimic an intimidation or the action of conquering a fear. So I've opened up the mimicking line, and this is huge because instead of having to do it with each one of like sharpening a stick and arming themselves, instead of having to do it with like each one of the members, I can have them all not intimidate, what they imitate me. So I pick a stick. I have them all pick the stick at the same time because I tell them to. They all mimic me. I sharpen the stick. They all mimic me, and they all sharpen their own sticks. And now they all are armed. On top of this, I don't know if this went through an update or what, but below this it says performing this action provides you with neural energy. So you now have got nodes that tell you what gives you neural energy. Fight response. See? And then at the bottom of this, we've got, let's see, it is now possible to ask from a distance clan members to come closer and follow, which is great if I only want one guy to come over. And then it is now possible to ask clan members to mimic the grabbing of an item, then switching a hand or eating it if food is available. So basically, I've opened up a lot of the clan member stuff, which is really awesome. We're ahead of our reinforcements, which is awesome. And now that we've got an idea of what we want to keep when it comes down to our mutations, I don't mind losing these two to open up 4 of these mutations to keep them, to keep them active. Now remember, we've got 6 total. We're going to lose these 2. I want to see if we lose either of these 4, because they're part of elders. There's 2 of them that are elders. So it's time to do an evolutionary jump. I got a lot done. I'm excited. Birth of a cartographer. I mean, all of this stuff is going to go through. Tons of stuff in here I got done. I went through, I got more achievements when it comes down to opening coconuts and stuff like that with rocks, sharpened rocks, obsidian rocks, all the different types of rocks and stuff. So this stuff is going to be huge. So let's go ahead and start our evolution. I got to make sure I'm recording. I got to make sure the timer's going. Okay. When evolving through the ages, all spontaneous mutation neurons not carried by adults or elders will vanish. So it is only babies from what they say, but their matter may reappear in future babies. Do you still want to evolve? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to do this and show it to you, but I'm not excited to do it because I know where we're going and I'm not excited about where we're going. Here we go. Okay, so there's one discovery, 24,000 years added to our jump, and this is all of our achievement. This is eating berries. This is eating insects. This is vegetation that we've eaten. 24,000 years for this. I mean, I wish it would kind of show you what it was. Like one was a snail, one was a beehive. Okay, so here's our granite rock stuff. At least twice. Ahead of time, 10,000 years. Did you see that? So we're ahead of our time 10,000 years with that one. So that was the beehive eating. Okay, we're ahead of time. That added 34,000 years total. And there's us using the cicadas for the beehives. There's a granite grinder at least twice, 10,000 years. There's an obsidian scraper at least twice. There's 34,000 years. That's such a small and easy thing to do, and you get 34,000 years from it. Sharpened stick is a tool at least twice, and an extra 10,000. That was 44,000 years. Stick is a tool. I don't know why I did it twice. Oh, it's because it has different levels. If you do it like 4 times, I think it's level 2 and stuff like that. Liftable rock. Okay, so getting new clan members got us some stuff. Assimilating nutrients. I'm specifically looking to see if overcoming our fear is actually going to give us a huge jump. Befriended a poisoned outsider. That was 44,000 years. That was huge. The emerald gives you 34,000 years. See, this is huge. Killing the eagle. Oh, you guys remember that one? That was fun. So we're almost at 1,000,000 years right now. Reinforced your lineage neural development, early phase 1. There's the basalt chopper, and I did that. I got like 6 achievements for doing that with different things. Sharpened stick at least 5 times. That's another. I mean, that stuff's easy to do, go and do it. So feats added, 22 feats. Feet in years science. I don't know why the science word is in there. 658,919 years added. Ahead of time bonus, 130,000 years. Fulfillment years. I don't know what fulfillment is. I think there's a quest or something you have to fulfill. I don't know. Differential 130,000 years, evolving faster than science. So we're smarter than science. Evolutionary leap so far. We did a 788,000 year jump. I was hoping for 1 million, but 788,000 is huge. We're continuing. We had 1 death, which removed 25,000 years, and we had 30 births, 150,000 years, 255,000 years, evolving faster than science. Evolutionary leap so far, 900,000 years. We almost did 1 million years, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge. Whoa. Sahelanthropus Sahel Anthropus Skadoosh Endenisis. Okay, so Tomoy. I didn't realize we were actually going to do a full, like, they don't ever look the different either. You have to do like 5 or 6 evolutionary jumps. I didn't realize this was going to be that big of an evolutionary jump, and we were going to be doing a completely different species. Oh, wait, is this a different place than I've been before? This is a different place that I've been before. Yeah, I haven't been here before. Okay, so here's the thing. There are... Okay, let's look at the babies and stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 babies. 2 of them, if you look in the bottom right, they are glowing. Where's a bed? They usually give us a bed when we do an evolutionary jump. That's a cave. I do not want to go down that cave. Where's our beds? Where is our beds? Is there a bed over here? Really? Okay, so first off, I can tell you right now, I don't like this place. It's all on the ground. Now, there's been some rumors of people saying, well, there's a timer. And if you're on the ground long enough, and you're making enough noise on the ground, it'll automatically spawn a tigre, and said tigre will eat your face. And they say that the tigers are actually on a timer. I don't know if that's true or not. It seems like it is, but there's been times when I've jumped down from trees and I've immediately got attacked. Period. So I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I'm looking for the beds. Where are our beds? Do I just need to make some? Because usually it spawns you in an area and it automatically gives you beds right off the bat. And I don't like the fact that all of our dudes are like all spread out. I've opened up the group call. There's a snail. I can eat that snail on the ground right there, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I don't really like this. This is a cave, and I think bad things will come out of this cave, but I don't know exactly what will come out of this cave or what will not. Oh, it's not a cave. It's just an open area thing. Everybody come here. How many members? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 elders. We've got 6 adults. We've got 6 babies. Okay, I wanted to find the beds just so I can look at our evolution stuff, but I guess I'm going to have to make a bed. Build. And you got to tap this a whole bunch of times. My spacebar is really loud, so... Okay, use the natural grass. Okay, there's an achievement. Okay. Okay, so let's see if the more energy is gained per food portion. Metabolism. Okay, so that was... We're kind of zoomed in here. It is possible to remember the position of one or more items. I think this is one of our senses. Well, yeah, obviously it's our senses, idiot. I'm talking about one of our mutations. I can't remember the word mutations tonight. It is possible to remember the position of one or more items or living beings. Okay, that is one of our mutations. All threats induce less fear. That was another mutation. Okay, so we've opened up this mutation, and as you can see, it's opened up a bunch of stuff too. So what does this connected to this mutation do? Once connected, it will be possible to shield against poisonings and injuries for a longer period of time. Mirror neuron, what is this one? It will be possible to ask clan members to mimic the grabbing of an item, then switching hand and eating if it is food. So here's another one. All threats induce less fear. So all of these are mutations that are now locked in forever. And we lost the two. There was one here and there was one here, and we lost those two. And we've immediately already opened up this, 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 and this. So this is huge. We've just got 4 mutations that were open. And then we've got 2 more. This is dexterity. Oh my gosh. Just from evolving, we got a dexterity. So all I need to do is generation jump and have this in. And then here, that's the problem. There is the problem. If I want to keep it, we have to do another evolutionary jump, which is going to move us to a different location. So is that important enough for us to do? I don't know. Probably not. And there, oh my god, 2 dexterities? I might as well just do an evolutionary jump right now. Well, I could do a generation jump and then an evolutionary jump. It wouldn't be a huge one, but we could do an evolutionary jump right now. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm probably going to open up some neurons. We've got a few... We've got 6 reinforcements. We'll open up, you know, a couple more of them, and then maybe I will do an evolutionary jump to get that dexterity into our lineages. By the way, I found a way to save the game automatically. Just go into your evolution and press delete or backspace. Automatically saves it. If you watch in the upper left hand corner, it says saving. There you go. So we've got water, we've got food by here, we've got a little bit of medical herb plants and stuff like that. The ones that help us when it comes down to the cold and everything else. These insects right here, I believe we can eat these. Press C to drop. I believe we can eat these little insects, but I don't think they do anything for us. I don't know for sure. Inspect. Let's go ahead and hit Q. We're already inspecting things in our new location. It's a trapped insect. Can I eat it? Yep. Like I said, I don't think it does anything. If you watch the circle in the middle, it's not really doing anything. But it's an insect, so it should do something. Oh, they're all going to take them all. You jerks. Is there anything in this cave? Might as well go look in the cave. We don't have much longer on the episode. Yeah, see, there's... See, this is what I'm worried about right here. There's so many areas where things can actually get to us, get to our campsite right now, and I'm not liking that at all. I need to get to the point where I think I can carry multiple things at once, so I can start taking thorn bushes and stuff like that. But this is just too much of an area to protect. Plain and simple, it's too big, too much of an area to protect. Let's go up a tree. I'm just looking at this waterfall over here thinking, is there a way I can just move everybody to a safer location that's more defensible? Like I said, everything is just, it's too wide right here. I'm almost thinking it's too wide open. We're going to get attacked every 5 seconds. See, that was the problem with my last playthrough, is they dropped me into a freaking tiger's den, like right in the middle of a tiger's den, and every 10-15 minutes I got attacked by a tiger, and if I didn't have my sticks ready, then we got our asses kicked, and it was ridiculous. You know what? This looks exactly like the place we just were. I swear to God, if I go over across there to that cliff and I could take a left, we can go back to our old camp. But I would have to take the entire troop over there, and we could go back to our old camp. And I'm actually thinking of doing that because it's a very safe location. I do not like this area at all. It's pretty, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's not defensible at all. We're on the ground, and if there is actually a timer for tigers and stuff, then there's a very good chance that we're going to be getting attacked every 10 to 15 minutes from tigers that are just because we're on the ground and stuff like that. So I'm just not super excited about it. I'm really surprised at how far they let you jump and fall before you actually take damage. That's really surprising. Yeah, this looks just like the area we were just in. It's cool looking. I mean, look at that humongous opening down there with all of the pretty foliage and I'm getting cheesy, I know. Did I see a... Yeah, see that when we were up in the tree, I was looking at one of these discovery locations. And it looked a lot closer than it is. Now I get closer to it and it's small and yeah. That's what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done an evolution of almost 1 million years. I'm pretty excited about it. We're going forward with the game. We're making technological advances in our brain place, in our smarticle particles, in our gray matter. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Did you guys hear the tiger? I just heard the tiger. Anybody else hear the tiger? I just heard the tiger. It sounds like it's actually attacking one of us, but I don't see if it actually is. Okay, so at this point, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my gameplay. At this point, unless I go out to find discovery places, I'm going to have our troop in a constant follow state. Because when that happens and a tiger comes into attack, we can do an intimidation, and the group intimidation is a lot stronger than a single person intimidate or a single ape intimidation. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't know, hit it. Just make sure no matter what you do, subscribe. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Keep gaming. Keep doing it midnight. Have a blast. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Have a good one. And bye-bye.